Webhub has mentioned in his question that he's been to the SSB 7 times, twice he's been conferenced out, and 5 times he's been screened out, and he wants to know as to what could be the reasons, especially when he feels that he's been doing fairly well in both his OIR and the PPDT, as to what could be the reasons for him not getting screened in. Vaibhav, it is not you alone, but it is happening with a lot of other aspirants that they actually miss the wood for the trees. They feel that SSB is an academic test, like you have also mentioned in your question that you've been doing well in the tests. Since you're calling them tests, you are naturally approaching them also like a test, and you're preparing for them also like a test, and that is the reason why you are not being able to clear this hurdle of screening. The day you understand that the SSB is not really a test, but it is an evaluation of your personality, and you need to groom yourself to project your personality in alignment with what is desired of a potential officer, only then will you get screened in and also finally recommended. Now, to prepare for your screening or even for the SSB in general, you do not have to really get down to writing stories and making sentences and all of that, because if your thought process is good, if your vocabulary and your ability to express is good, naturally you will be writing positive, constructive stories, and all these positive and constructive stories will come from positive observations of your environment, will come from your knowledge and your maturity with which you interact with your ambient environment in which you exist. So your whole endeavor should be to go and enjoy the SSB process. Don't carry the stresses of clearing the SSB. That also kind of inhibits you from performing better. So I would recommend to you, especially for the PPDT, since you've asked from me, see, the OIR is not as important as the PPDT part, because OIR, so long as you are 60% and more, if you get in the OIR test, that is, you'll be OIR 3 and above, you will be safe. So focus majorly on the PPDT part, and in that what you need to do is ask yourself that what would be desired of a person who should be impressive or who can make an impact on other people. What is expected out of that person? So start with that premise, and you will understand that you'll have to take care of your basic demeanor, the way you appear, groom yourself nicely, take pride in the way you dress up, maintain your social graces, understand how you need to interact with people, and be polite and display the etiquettes that your parents and everybody always teaches you in your school and college, etc. So just be a good human being and naturally be well informed. Work on your awareness level and work on your expression part, so that you are able to create an impact on other people in the SSB. So long as you are able to create that impact, only then you will be found desirable. So don't unnecessarily waste your time in writing PPDT stories alone. Work on your awareness, work on your expression, work on your social graces. Be a person who is impressive. When you walk, people should turn around and heads should turn and look at you. That is the kind of person which the SSB is looking for. So don't waste your energy on something which is not as important, and work towards being a person who is well groomed, well informed, well mannered, who is group minded, who is sensitive to other people, who can carry the team along, who understands the requirement correctly, that it is not that you have to be speaking all the time. It is important that you have to be heard by other people. It is also important that the others get convinced with what you are saying, so the points that you make should be logical. It is also important that while this activity is on, are you playing the role of a moderator? Are you a person who's in the inner coterie of activities? Are you a person who's visible to all, and at the same time you do not overstep? You're not an overbearing person, who is not a person who's insensitive to other people. So strike a balance between these two extremes and go nicely prepared and enjoy the SSB process. I'm sure you'll have a different result next time. Thank you.